Hey y'all, it's Lita Monet, and I'm here with Pretty Todie, about to get into her mental health check-in. How you feeling?
I'm a good 9 out of 10.
Wait,
Yeah.
9 out of 10?
Mm.
What's the components to it? Like, what's making up that 9?
So I just cut off somebody yesterday.
You just cut somebody off yesterday. We
Yeah.
love that.
Mm. And I've been focused on myself for like a minute now. Since like last winter, for real. And I've been isolating, distancing myself from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I've been cool. It's lovely over here.
I love that. Do you feel like isolation is your way of coping? Like, why do you go into isolation?
I go to isolation to analyze my surroundings. Because once like something happened and then it made me start doing introspection and start like really looking into everybody that's around. And then I'm like, I just be watching from the back burner and then make my decision that way. And then once I feel better about how I'm about to move next, then I come out of isolation and boom, I be back to normal. I start making content. Like I disappear. Like I'm good for disappearing, come back, make some content. It might do a little something and then I disappear again.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just do that repeating cycle.
So do y'all people be worried about you when you go through that? Or do they know, like, by now, like, that's just how you operate?
I think by now they just know that's how I operate. I've always been a quiet person, but I'm not really I'm not really talkative. I'm not the type of person that you have to constantly talk to feel like around. Like I like being by myself. So I think they know that now.
Okay.
Say like probably I was the only kid for like half of my life, like till I was like 9 years old. So I spent a lot of time alone. So I know how to be by myself and entertain myself and keep myself. Like whereas somebody that was born with siblings, I feel like they need, especially they're not the oldest. I'm the oldest too. So they feel like they probably need to be around other people to they don't know how to necessarily be alone sometimes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like that's what happens. And then when you get older, you start being around different people and different personalities. And then you start to realize, like, yeah, certain people you cannot have around you because they block. You don't know what blessing you're missing when you have certain people around. And no matter how much you love them, you gotta cut ties. Like, everybody I cut off, I got mad love for. But it's like, I know I gotta get rid of you now before it get worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like that. I cut off a lot of people from high school and college. I met a whole new group of people. Like, had to change everything up. It just wasn't working. Have you ever experienced a mental health issue?
Not, I don't know if it's an issue, but when I first had kids, I feel like I did lose myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was so invested to just being a mom, and then like I kind of put everything that I was into, like doing makeup and stuff like that, on a back burner. And then
Okay.
I didn't realize it until like I left my baby daddy alone, and I just started focusing on myself. And then I'm like, oh. And then right after I did that, like everything in my life changed. Like,
So
it was
you would say you
crazy.
went through postpartum depression? A little bit?
Probably a little bit, but I didn't realize it until like later,
Mm-hmm.
like far, far down the line, like years later.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, maybe I was depressed, but didn't know it. I was still just living.
Some moms be telling me, like, when they go through postpartum, it'd be like a period of their time that they don't like their kids. Have you ever felt like you was just like, I don't want nothing to do with my kids today, like, take them away?
No, I feel like more so the people around though. Like the people is what make having kids hard. The kids is not the hard part. It's the people, like who you have a kid with, the families. Like that's what make the problem. And I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work. Like, so you gotta make a choice to like either you gonna stay dealing with it or you gonna, change your surround like the dynamic. And yeah, I definitely had to change it because that shit was crazy.
That's good. As long as you was able to, like, pinpoint that and then she see what you had to change and get away from you.
Yeah.
Now, growing up, did you want kids?
I did. I actually wanted twins. I wanted to have kids when I turned 28. I turned 28 this year. I ended up having kids when I was fucking 20.
Hey, it ain't teen pregnancy though, so you beat that.
I done made it past 18. No, well, I had a baby when I was 18, but I had a miscarriage.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So after that, that was like, damn, I had to keep every kid because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have kids. I was scared. So like, damn, I had to keep them. And I never had an abortion in my life. Like, never did none of that. Like, I don't believe in abortion. So that's why I'm like, next, if I do have kids again, it's definitely gonna be more planned out
Yeah.
than before.
I appreciate that. I mean, that's valid too. Anybody had their own way of when you go through something like that with miscarriages or stillbirths or even abortion, like you kind of view things different. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not gonna get rid of the next one. I'm gonna plan this one out thoroughly. Because after a while, you get connected to the kid, regardless if it's here or not. Like, depending on how long you waited, but it's just different ways you gotta look at that. But however, do you feel like you have a good support system with your mental health?
No.
No.
My support system was ass. Like, I did everything by myself. Like, my baby daddy made everything hard. He was my biggest op to this day.
It get like that.
My biggest op. My mom was giving me a hard time until just like last year. I had to literally go through a traumatic ass experience that was a lie for her to like really like help me for real. Like without no backlash. Like when I got hired at Chrysler, like mind you, we working with 4 little ass points. You can't when you first start off. So they giving me a hard time. I can't be late and do none of that or I'm out of here. Like, and then they was giving me a hard ass time. I had so many breakdowns. I'm like, you know what? Wait till I get my shit together. Like, I'm on y'all ass. But yeah. Like me and mama cool, but my baby daddy, we ops forever.
Hey.
Yeah, we ops forever. He don't wanna help unless I would want it to be with him. So
Ugh. I don't like them type of baby daddies. Keep them away. Do you feel like you have any resentment towards your mom or towards anybody that you felt like was your village but didn't show up as such?
um no, I didn't have any like feeling towards it. I was just confused, like, cause like I watched her do the same thing, and then it's like, so you would think you would want to help their daughter more, but I didn't feel no type of way about it. I just had to do what I had to do, and found other ways outside of people. That's when I learned how to find other resources, and learn how not to be codependent on people, cause you can't depend on people. Like only person you really got is yourself for real.
What's a piece of advice you'll tell somebody that you can tell is like developing codependency?
Don't do it, because you're gonna be like, codependency kind of comes with a form of control too. So they know that you're codependent on them. They know that at any point in time they can swipe it and you will be lost. So it's like, don't do that to yourself, because then you're gonna do something crazy. So you just might as well just learn how to do it yourself or find other resources so that when it comes to the time where you can't depend on that person or that thing, you would be okay. Like, so I advise everybody to learn some form of independency.
How did you heal through getting away from your baby daddy? Like, how long, if this is too much, you ain't got to do that, but how long was y'all together? And then when y'all broke up, like, did it fuck with you a little bit?
We was together from the time I was 18 till I was 23. No, it didn't mess with me. Like, we had like domestic violence, all type of stuff. So like at some point I knew I had to leave. I was scared at first because I didn't want to be a single mom. So I was like, at this point when I had to leave, I was like, damn, I gotta make the choice to like really do this shit. So when I like, what really saved me though, the last time he cheated, I found out he cheated, and then I let him do it because I know how he does it. Like, he cheats with the women and then he eventually like try to move in with them or something. So I knew that was gonna happen. So while he was doing that, I was finding another place. I filled out for Chrysler, and I basically planned my whole escape route. And then June came of like 2021, June 1st. That was the day I was supposed to move into my new apartment. I got up and I was like, "Hey, I'm moving today," and he thought he was coming with me, and I'm like, "You're not."
He thought he was.
I'm like, "You're not coming." He's like, he looking crazy as hell. I'm like, "You're not coming with me?" He like, "What you mean?" I'm like, I'm leaving.
And I'm out of there.
Like, I'm out of here. Like, you can go back to old girl house where you been at. Like, the fuck? And like at first it did mess with me because it's like, bro, we got 3 kids. I've been like this all I only knew him. So like that shit was crazy. And then I had to like switch up my whole life. I was like, fuck it. I did want to work on it like a month after I left, but then I realized like, no, this not gonna work. He did some shit again. I'm like, yeah, no, this really it. This it. And yeah, that was that.
Was it at any point you would like blame yourself like with that situation? Did you have to forgive yourself for anything?
Yeah, I did take accountability for like the person I chose to be with. It's crazy. Cause I seen all the signs, but you as a girl, like when you're young, you ignore all of that. So yeah, I can't be mad at him for being him, but I can be mad at myself for not doing the right precautions.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame yourself for that either, though, because when it comes into like love bombing and niggas saying the same thing or the right things, it's kind of like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it'd be like
It'll be like real cute honeymoon phase, and then you start seeing those signs. So it's just like, all right, when do I leave? And it's kind of hard to leave when you used to people. Like you just said, you always together for a long time. So
yeah,
feel me?
yeah, for sure. That gonna be crazy, but yeah, I ain't doing that no more. I know better now.
How did you heal with that?
The isolation. I literally went in 6-month isolation mode. And I started getting into what did I do? I woke up one day and I was just like, I ain't gonna kid you not. So how I got into modeling, this is how I did it. So I went in isolation from my baby daddy, and then one day I woke up and I was like, bro, all these niggas always be in my face. I ignored all these niggas for years. I'm about to use this to capitalize.
I know that's right. How did you capitalize off of that though? Like,
I'm about to capitalize off this shit. I'm about to use, like, you always tell me I'm cute, I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
and you just started modeling.
And I just got into modeling. And that was how I healed, I guess. Like, I really focused on social media. So then I focused on each social media platform one by one. I focused on TikTok first. I blew up on TikTok. And then that went into Instagram because they posted a video of me singing Bang Gang. What was that song? Damn. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, I did this video
With a plan B on it?
Yeah, this was when
Oh,
abortions. This was when
Where
abortions was being talked about, and basically they weren't allowing women to have like the abortion pill. They took it off the shelf and all. So I literally had that plan B because I was doing DoorDash one day, like DoorDash and dropping off orders. Some girl ordered it, but she canceled it, so I ended up just keeping it, and then I used it for a video one day.
Oh, okay.
And then that blew up, and then
That was real innovative of you. I'm proud of you for that. I wouldn't have thought of that. The plan B just over like a one mic. Okay, cool.
yeah, so then it blew up, and then I got into somebody reached out to do my first photo shoot, and then that led to me doing videos, and then boom, boom, boom. I just started going from that.
What do you wish somebody would have told you more of, like more advice of to keep you afloat and to keep you like prepared for when things start to get rough?
That's a good question. I really don't know. Like, I wish people did give me more advice, but it's more like I don't even trust people to give advice for real. Cause like some people they give advice, but they don't use the advice that they give.
You don't practice what they preach.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's like yeah, it's like, and then I don't really trust people's judgment because I pay attention to people's character, and then it's like I don't really trust you to give me advice. So I just find advice from within myself.
Yeah.
For real.
It really comes from experiences. Like people don't understand like how important it is to do trial and error. Like you have to learn lessons. You have to be able to take accountability. You have to be able to like blame yourself for a little bit instead of playing a victim role all the time. Because the more you play that victim role, the more people want to get away from you. Because it's like, why aren't you telling the whole thing? You don't have to tell the whole thing. But if you gonna boast about stuff and want people pity, you have to tell them what you did as well.
Yeah, they like to play just one side, like this person did that.
But it's like, what led up to that, and what did you have a blind eye about? What did you keep putting over your shoulder for it to keep happening? Like, it's not just one person all the time.
Yeah, the victim mentality is crazy.
If anything, for me, honestly, I feel like somebody not should have told me, but I feel like people should have stressed it more with me, is to like not care about what other people opinion was with certain things, because like your parents, when they was younger, they was at the club getting freaknik and all types of stuff, but they the main ones judging you now, so it's like you really can't go off what people words really is all the time. But it really do be their lessons. Like, they want to just make sure you not gonna do the same thing they doing. So I kind of take people word and appreciate them a little bit, because it's like, this is just what you wish you heard more of. You're not really belittling people when you do that. You just wish you heard that more. So I take people's stuff like with a grain of salt, but I still apply it.
Yeah, like I take like little. Yeah, if I'm listening to somebody, I might like, okay, you must said a little bit something. You sound like you got some sense in that part, but everything else, I'm like, okay.
So with everything you have learned in your life, what piece of advice would you share to someone else? It could be mentally, physically, emotionally, just money-wise, just any advice that you feel like they should keep and they should have it.
I feel like you should always be yourself. And I feel like you shouldn't care what other people think. Cause I feel like 90 out of 100%, 90% of the world know themselves from inside out. There's only about 10%. I mean, don't know themselves from inside out. There's only about 10% that do. So it's like you can't take criticism from everybody in the world and apply that to you and just start feeling the way. You have to learn when not to care.
Yeah.
And just go with what you feel like is true to you. So like don't be into all the social media, because people just followers most of the time. Like, and you gonna stress yourself out trying to worry about what everybody else think about you. You just gotta do what you want to do, because they gonna not like you for something and they ain't gonna love you tomorrow. So whatever.
Yeah, real tea, real clock it. Clock it. We were just talking about that too before we start recording. Who is someone you would forgive?
Someone I would forgive.
You ain't got a name drop, but you can like go into it.
That's a good ass question. Okay, I forgive a couple people. I feel like I forgive them because, one, you probably don't know no better. And for two, you really, I really can't fault you for something that you really don't know nothing about. So it's like, I accepted my accountability part of it. I don't know if they do, but it is what it is at this point. You gotta life moves on.
I know that's right. And then for your last question, what ways do you cope? What's your self-care practices?
So as I say, I do routinely isolation modes. I journal. You gotta pray and stay active. Like, I stay busy. I can't just do one thing. I do like multiple things at one time. So like that's how I cope. Like, me staying busy keeps me like, I don't know. It keeps my mind flowing. I can't just sit there. I can sit there and not do just nothing, but after a while I'm gonna get sad. Like, I gotta do something.
At some point you're gonna have to sit with that though, right?
Yeah, like, I mean, I don't avoid it, but it's like, how can I explain it? I'm kind of a workaholic.
You avoiding it.
Yeah.
If you're a workaholic though.
Yeah,
you
like,
gotta sit with it. You have to be able to come with it, and you have to tackle it, and you have to really get to know like what it is and not be ashamed of it no more. Because a lot of times you just running away from stuff that you're ashamed of, that you wish that you had the guidance for.
Yeah.
Like, you really do have to sit with it. You have to sit there and journal it out. Honestly, you don't have to talk to nobody. You don't have to go to therapy. As much as I advocate for therapy, I stopped going. But I wish I stayed in it. But I didn't like how her energy was, so I stopped going. But you do have to tackle it. It's like something you have to sit with because it's gonna follow you in all your other relationships, regardless if it's friendships, intimate relationships, coworkers. It's gonna follow you.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that's why I'm like, when I do my isolation, I sit there and kind of like think about it. But then, like, once I'm finished, like, towards the end, I would, like, kind of pause what I'm doing. Like, I'm gonna do social media for real. Like, doing my isolation, I don't really do social media. And then when I get towards the end, my little thought process, then I'll pop back out and, like, sit with it. But then by that point, I'm the type of person, when I cut people off, I don't say nothing. I just cut you off. I just remove you because I don't want the justification. I don't want you to try to change my mind.
That just comes with your discipline, though. Like, you can't have somebody change your mind.
Yeah,
You gotta stand on it.
I gotta stand on it, but I know I'm not a cutthroat person. I'm really a sweetheart, and I
You
know.
can stay like, I forgive you. You could do that and end it there. Yeah. It's a lot of people I did that with. Like, okay, you cool, but we ain't making no more plans. We ain't kicking it. We ain't nothing.
Yeah, like people don't really. They be so rowdy. Like, you just gotta. And I'm sweetheart, but I do have a temper, so I know how I have to do it in order for it to be.
You know
like,
yourself.
Yeah, like I know what I have to do, so it don't go out the way.
Well, as long as you keeping yourself safe and out of jail, we love that. But this has been our mental health check-in, and I feel like you are definitely at a 9. You ain't tell no lies.
Yeah, girl, I'm out here
Clocking it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, go get you a Note to Self journal. They're on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and TikTok Shop.